Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is just a very short reading today, and we'll just see where your energy is at this time. I felt called to get the Odin and the Nine Realms Oracle today. So we're going to pick one of these cards. We'll pick some runes, although runes might come out in these as well. And we'll pick some tarot as well. So let's just see, what is this message for you right now? So put your energy into anything that you want to know the most at this time in your life. What is going on right now that you want to know most about? Oh, we have Canas, so it'd be interesting if that comes out. And Midgard, but in the reverse position. So with Midgard, this is the realm of Earth. So Midgard is Earth basically. And so if you imagine the world tree, Midgard is like the center, which is where we are. And it's the realm of consciousness. So with this in the reverse position, there's something that's potentially more in your subconscious than in your conscious. But with it coming out with Canas, which is like a beacon of light, it's like a torch that illuminates everything. Something that you weren't conscious of is now being illuminated. It's about to be brought into the conscious. So I'm now going to get Earth and Bone, just because I really love these cards. And they're very insightful as well. So we're just going to pick one of these and see. What do we have? Burrow. I've never seen this one before. I say that a lot, I know. Burrow, number 25. Exhaustion, questioning, motivations and realignment. So that's what's been hidden. That's what is you are becoming conscious of. It's that questioning motivations and realignment that I'm feeling on there. But it's almost like you're feeling quite exhausted by thinking now, because something has been illuminated to you that was in your subconscious. You weren't aware of maybe that you were doing this or that this is how you were feeling. But you are questioning now your motivations and trying to realign something here in your life. I'm going to get a couple more runes to go with that. So you might be feeling like you want to just hide away at this time, but at the same time, these realizations that you've made, this realignment that you're going through, it is actually bringing a lot of healing. It's bringing healing, and also there's something about commitment here. So perhaps there's a fear within you of commitment to something. Now that could be a job, a relationship, or even to, really standing up for yourself. Yeah, and we had Algies in the reverse position. So there's something about boundaries here. I feel like you're trying to be really careful because perhaps a boundary has been crossed recently. And in that boundary being crossed, this is why you feel like you want to burrow, and this is why you're questioning motives and things. But I feel like you're not questioning just yourself. You're questioning the people around you as well. And you are starting to, where perhaps you weren't conscious of this before, it's starting to become more conscious now. So what is this situation that is now being illuminated, that's now coming out? Okay, well, this is something to do with, it feels to me like some form of commitment. It does feel like it's to do with love as well. So it's to do with some kind of commitment, to do with a relationship. Now, for many of you, I feel like this is some kind of connection that you're with somebody. You might not be in a full-on relationship with this person, but there is definitely some form of connection with this person. So something feels like it's happened here, and you've been made aware. Maybe you've been in a connection with this person and you didn't really know what was happening with it or where it was going. But there's something about commitment now with this Ten of Pentacles showing up. There's something about this being more of a long-term thing, where perhaps before you weren't aware that it was a long-term thing. Maybe one of you or both of you has met somebody else and it's been a bit like, whoa, hang on a minute, I thought we were together. And now you found out actually maybe you weren't as together as you thought. So this is why we've got this exhaustion, questioning motivations and realignment. So it's almost like because of this new information that's coming through, it's time for that realignment now. It's time perhaps to start just sort of committing to yourself more, and setting healthy boundaries as well, because it feels like some kind of boundary was crossed recently. So what advice does Spirit have for you right now? Or actually, what is happening with this? Because it feels like it's a little bit left up in the air, and somebody or more than one person is feeling sorry for themselves right now. Okay, yeah, it's almost like there's an element of not feeling like you can detach from this. It's like it kind of keeps you in a place of desire or temptation, and it's very difficult to break that chain. It feels like you were hoping for that commitment here, and a deepening of this relationship, and now this realization of this person is moving on in another relationship. This is what I'm getting from this. So what? Yeah, the truth is kind of coming out, but it is, you know, it's funny how things work out, but in this situation it's working out in a way that actually it does bring justice. The way it's breaking the heart wide open, I feel like this situation where a boundary has been crossed here, it's broken someone's heart wide open. But in doing that, I feel like there's been some realizations, almost like in this news, in this whatever's happened here, it's almost made you realize how you really feel and the impact of that feeling. Now, I feel like for some of you, it feels like you've been betrayed. It almost feels like, you know, perhaps you thought that this was going to be a friendship forever, or moving on to more than a friendship. And it feels like it's kind of like it's gone completely not the way that you expected. For some of you, you may be blocked from this person or feeling like at a distance from this person. So what advice do we have for you? So the advice here is keep focusing on your spiritual alignment. Keep focusing on, you know, that commitment to yourself and working on that. Because there's an opportunity here right now to put things right, realign yourself to what you want. You know, this staircase on here, you get to set the intention of where that leads to, what you want on there. And you put a lot of your time and attention, it feels like, maybe into lots of different avenues, different areas, to see which one was going to manifest. But you're being asked now to really commit to, you know, it's time to sacrifice the things that are keeping you in that stuck, that trapped, kind of like chained up energy. And you may need rest right now, but during this rest time, I feel like you're going to have quite a spiritual awakening. You may even be seeing visions, having lots of dreams, that kind of thing, or doing meditations where you may be like going up a spiral or even down a spiral. Okay. But what you have to watch is feeling this kind of energy of I constantly get hurt. Try not to reinforce any self-fulfilling prophecies that are negative towards yourself. This is about you moving through a time where you are believing in your ability to be happy, to be in healthy relationships, because ultimately this is what you really want. But there are things that need to be detached from in order for you to achieve this. This is a wish fulfillment. This is contentment. So, what will your outcome be? This is bringing you stability and security. It's actually helping you to learn how to trust yourself. There is an energy around you of loyalty. You know, you are safe, you are protected, but you don't always feel like you're in your power. So this is helping you to do that. And it's almost like you've had to get rid of a few things in order to do that. There's something that you are thinking about that perhaps you're in regret over here as well. This could feel like it's a missed opportunity. Maybe you didn't say everything that you wanted to say in this situation, and now this person's moving on. And that may be quite difficult for you. But I do see that there is communication going on here, and it feels like very soon, if you're waiting to hear from somebody around this, you are going to have that communication come in, and it's not going to be in a bad way, it's going to be in a nice way. So you may have like a, hey, how you doing? That kind of thing. So if you were worried about completely losing the friendship, I don't feel that you have lost completely the friendship. This person still is there for you. We have the Four of Wands. So actually, over the next few months, this could even be in the next 4 weeks actually for many of you, there is going to be more and more communication, and it feels like something that you have wanted for some time, that you want to be able to celebrate, that kind of was a missed opportunity, is coming back around. Yeah, you're mending things, you're working on things, but it feels like it's going to start with a little bit of communication and then go further from that point. It's not time for taking risks and chances just yet. It's time for realignment. There is no conflicts anymore. If there was any arguments or anything, that's all been water under the bridge now. That's not going to be the case anymore. And there's nothing really holding anybody back. There's nothing really stood in the way other than pride or fear. So you discern, you know, what feels right for you. Yeah, we've got the Empress in the reverse position. So it's like you might be feeling like the love's gone, all is lost, things don't feel in harmony at this time. And there's this energy of some kind of guilt, or feeling like it's almost like somebody's angry with themselves for not saying what they wanted to say sooner, or just not saying what they wanted to say. Like if you've sat on it and sat on it and sat on it, and then this person's gone, I'm with somebody else now, you're like, oh, okay, that's the energy that I'm picking up on. So that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, that is the situation that you're in. That Eight of Wands, this person hasn't forgotten about you, even though they appear to be moving on. I don't feel like they have moved on properly. I feel like they do still think about you. And I feel like this is actually you sending them a message to say, hey, how you doing? And in their response, which they will respond, I feel like you're going to know everything from that point, because it'll be like, you know, they're going to change their perspective on things. They're going to see things in a different light. And it feels like, you know, if they're not really happy with the way that they're moving forward, it could open up a space for you to reconnect. Yeah, that Judgment has come out now, which this always reminds me of the Hanged Man some ways, if it was upside down sort of thing. There's definitely some kind of spiritual awakening going on, maybe for one or both of you. And it's some realizations, you know, there's so much realization going on, I feel like, between you. Whatever happened here that crossed a boundary or crossed some kind of line, it's kind of sent you both into a space of committing to yourself, but also thinking about what you want to commit to. So this realignment and the questioning of motivations and things, I feel like it's been done separately. However, the outcome is going to be alignment, realignment here. But the realignment is that you have both gone and done what you needed to do individually to then come back together. Okay. We have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck there as well. Union. Things coming back together. I feel like you already know that there's still more with this person. It's not over. But there has been some miscommunication or misunderstandings, barriers being crossed or boundaries being crossed, intentions not really being taken in the right way, or maybe you've been questioning your own intentions, your own motivations, and maybe they have as well. But it feels very healthy because of the way you both go away and look at yourselves, and then you discuss that. So there's discussions to be had. There is this coming in between the next 2 to 4 weeks. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If that resonates with you, then please do drop a comment, like this post, maybe share it if you feel inclined. And if you would like to book a personalised reading, my details are down in the description box. I'll speak to you very soon. Have a blessed day.